Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching Only Murders in the Building, Season 3, Episode 10, Opening Night. I love this show. I'm so excited for this finale. It's going to be intense, I can tell. I have a feeling there's going to be more than one killer. I think it's too... For one thing, they figured it out and they told us the truth in the penultimate episode, which rarely happens. I do think it probably was Donna who poisoned the cookie. There is a small chance that was Cliff because we did see him tempting Ben with cookies earlier in like the flashbacks. So there is already a connection between Cliff is the son's name, right? Cliff and the cookies and Ben. But even though I think Donna most likely did do the poisoning or knows Cliff did the poisoning at best, I don't necessarily think the same person who cookied pushed. So maybe Cliff pushed. Maybe his mum had told him, well, at least the review's out, that's okay. If it's all the same person, that would be unexpected because I think we've been thinking it was two killers for such a long time, but I am... Regardless, the trio are back together, they're working together, so I'm just excited. Reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, and let's go.
I'm the one who gives birth to it all.
Gives birth to more than just it all, you also give birth to potential murderers.
That's who, Carl.
Ma'am, we're gonna need you to push now.
I gotta go. Just get it done.
See, I could also see Cliff being the murderer based on this kind of the pressure he's always been under all his life to be like his mother. As much as they had this super close seeming relationship and as much as she's holding his hand throughout every step of this production despite it being his first solo production and all of that kind of stuff, it could also be him because he's under so much pressure to live up to her legacy.
I'll protect you for the rest of your life.
Yes, see, that does seem like she'd kill for him.
Exciting to be invited into the inner sanctum.
At least she's
like
not in
this,
prison.
Watching you three work.
Ew, is this what this looks like?
You don't call Taubert cuddle pups?
I have a hard enough time calling him Tobin.
I also do think Tobert potentially shoved him down the elevator shaft. I think he maybe confronted him because he took the camera earlier in the night and he fired him and he wanted some sort of severance or he wanted to keep working with him, or maybe even Ben called him to be like, I want to apologise to him because Ben was going on his like apology kick. Maybe was Tobert even, I can't remember if Tobert was at the party or not that we saw at the beginning. I feel like maybe he did the shoving.
Nice. Thanks, I know.
Or
right?
he's going to be linked to something that's going to happen
Are we sure?
setting up season 4.
On opening night, tying Donna to the push. We need a confession on tape.
That's what we always go for.
And
Yeah, I did these really fast.
The Oliver lines on card 3, I think I should take them.
you don't think I can say those?
Oh, no, you could. But I think I can do more with it.
In what way? How
Bless
do you do
them.
It needs to be so real.
Might this tie Donna to the push? What? Did I do good?
I mean, you've got your fingerprints all over it, but I suppose is it like monogram for each person or something? Though I feel like she could have given it to her son. Oh dear, he's on the diet of pills. You don't need them. You really don't.
Should you powder? Shiny.
I see he's under a lot of pressure. I think he could have murdered.
Surprised to see us, aren't you?
You're a little short of breath, Donna. Doesn't want them. That's odd. It's not like they're poison.
Jesus Christ, this is painful. You think I poisoned Ben, right? I did it.
The fuck did I write all these cards for?
The hidden mic you're using for your podcast, is it?
And
Under the
cookies?
It's under the cookies, isn't it?
That would have been clever, but it's...
Right here. Hi.
So I bought us some time. I wasn't trying to kill Ben. I just wanted to knock him on
I
his ass.
wondered.
Of course, it's hard to know the exact non-lethal amount of rat poison to give a man. How many rats is one Ben Glenroy?
Oh god.
Anyway,
Lipstick stain. Well, looky here.
An exact match to your shade.
It's Cliff's. She knows now it's Cliff's, right?
I pushed Ben.
She's doing what Loretta
I
did.
couldn't risk him and ruining our show.
She's confessing for Cliff, right?
We never get such a straightforward confession.
Usually it's more
Because she's
roundabout and confusing.
lying.
Mabel, you did it.
I gave you a shot when no one else would.
Yes. Well,
Can you please give me this?
she's... Whether it's going to turn out that somebody else just had that handkerchief, but she's so confessing. Because given how touchy-feely they are with
Say
each
it
other...
again.
I did it. I killed Ben Glenroy.
She wouldn't confess. She's someone that's powerful enough, rich enough, that she could hire an elite team of lawyers who would... Their evidence is circumstantial at best.
He's taken a bunch of pills and he is completely out of it.
The leading man cocktail.
Sweet Jesus! Why are you a coat stand?
I don't know.
Go on.
Is willing to accept the weight of the detective's hat.
Howard, are you saying what I think you're saying?
He is. I mean, Jonathan didn't want to do it. I'm so excited. I hope we get to see at least a little bit of the musical. Yeah.
Edge of the world, in the dead of the night, a lighthouse looms over.
Of course.
Just sight, guts and
We all thought he meant him. Maybe he did, but Mabel's still suspicious.
You are very, very cute.
He's too lovely. The dancing crab people. I'm so happy I got to see them. I do love thinking about it, that they didn't have a stand, like, because obviously he was the stand-in, I can't think of the word now, for Ben Glenroy. They didn't hire one for him in the musical. That was a lot of fun.
All soft on.
I really like you.
You're either evil or going to die. Please say that she just gets a nice happy time. Yep, the mother protecting the child. Has he guessed? You're having your moment.
The rest of my life wondering.
I knew it. My God, I knew it. You were calling to me like the lighthouse. Like, I can't explain it any more than I can explain the plot of this musical.
There's nothing in the world I wouldn't do for you. There's nothing.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Well, I pick you.
I pick you.
One on the heart. She did the exact same thing before leaving Oliver's party, didn't you? You had her handkerchief. And it was you at the elevator with Ben.
Yeah.
Rat poison. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, but he pushed him down the stairs, not because of the play, but because he's gonna say, I think your mum poisoned me.
My hospital labs. So I did. And they're just waiting for me, asking to be eaten.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Oh my God, she thought I sucked. She thought I was ruining her boy's plate, her real star. And so she tried to murder me?
I mean, she didn't. I do believe her that she just thought it would take him out a bit, but...
Oh, she's going away for a long time, boy.
I'm my own person, with my own thoughts and ideas.
Like,
Like
killing
I told
someone.
her, you weren't right for the part.
Back away. Take one step toward me. I'll throw myself down there. I'll make this a real shit show.
Yeah, we didn't need to confront him like this.
Keeps her patience under pressure.
You'll never stop me, Nanny.
Forceful and resourceful as can be. No matter
Oh
what
dear.
Life, what's going on?
become a child, I'll give my life completely for the sake of
Oof.
a child.
Hi, boy.
For the sake, 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 for the sake.
Mm-hmm.
For the sake of a child.
Tell my mother I'm sorry. Tell her I love her.
Grab his
Tell her I'll
arms.
Throw away the box under my bed with It was an accident, Mom.
This is the strangest fucking play I've ever seen. I was the original.
She's smiling. Jesus Christ. Why is Mabel on stage for one thing? You'd be like, who's this woman? And then Cliff, yeah, murderer.
Okay, but it turns out, under all of her
God, someone's gonna get murdered at this party for next season, or is this gonna? I hope this isn't the final season.
direction, yeah, Chestnut has been Botoxed, bedazzled, and brought back to life. Congratulations, everybody! Wow, you've got heat.
Yeah.
And her son.
I'm not sure I want to take either one of those jobs.
I mean, following your dream
Mm-hmm.
and a fresh start with your son.
Yeah.
And I like LA. In small doses.
Exactly.
Get a room.
California dreaming since we talked earlier.
Oh my God, is the next season gonna be in LA, in a building there?
Do you?
But I can come visit. I like LA. In small doses.
Yeah.
If she ever finds out she's so similar to Oliver, she will cry.
Cold case for you. Where do I put it, huh?
Oh, is she gonna die?
Who knows? Have I made copies? And I got something I need to talk to you about when you get a sec, huh? It's a little sensitive. Yeah, sure.
Oh, she's so next to be murdered, and that's gonna be like
Hey, whoa.
what she wanted to talk about.
Go upstairs.
Oh, I'm stressed.
Too hot? And he said, no, too sweet.
Was that so?
Charles?
Please, I mean, I'm sorry to his. Obviously, please say that that's the lookalike, even though she looks nothing like him and it looked like him.
Hey, what's taking her so long? Saz, you know there are only 5 bottles.
So then the question's gonna be:
Tiny grapes.
were they trying to kill Charles, or were they trying to kill her?
Part about the soil.
Well, there's been a murder in the building, because that window looks out into the courtyard of the building, so it was shot from across or the roof or something, right? I'm happy there's going to be another season. I love this show. Okay, so we were right. There were 2 killers. And Donna did poison the cookie. That was kind of well proven in the previous episode, but somebody else pushed him. And I know we saw it, so like it seemed like that's what really happened. It was more of a just they were fighting and it ensued. But I feel like from the minute Ben was going to call the police on his mum, he needed to shut Ben up. Like, I think it was an accident, but I kind of feel like it was a premeditated on purpose accident. So yeah. And I also do kind of believe Donna when she said that she was just trying to knock him out. I don't know, do I believe that? Because all that would do is delay the inevitable. I suppose you could say, oh, he's too ill, we've got to have somebody else in the plot. But it would, I guess she was trying to stop opening night from happening. Who knows? Regardless, they're both going to prison for quite a long time, because even if she was only attempting to just knock him out a little bit, make him out of sorts a little bit, she actually, it was enough to kill him if it wasn't for his leading man cocktail, which, poor Jonathan. I mean, Jonathan didn't particularly want to be a leading man, so maybe good for Jonathan and good for Oliver that he got to be the centre of his own musical that was a huge hit. I love musicals, as I've said before, and I feel like there are so many different types of musicals. This seems to me like a slightly a musical that knows it's a bit silly, but it's just going for it. And, you know, I had a good time with the bits I got to see. Cliff turning out to be the killer and it being the mother protecting him, that was very much a theme throughout both the musical itself and the ultimate attempt of Donna trying to say that she did it. And I love the fact that Mabel, her mind is so brilliant. She was immediately like, no, that's not right. She's confessed too easily. She's the kind of person that would say, really, him holding my handkerchief, that's proof? That isn't proof. That's proof for the police to look into it. That's proof. But it's not enough proof to get her convicted, especially with the kind of lawyers she would be able to hire. But you could see that she was worried what would come out about her son if the truth came out. So we called it, but it was a good kind of call it. It was call it where it's like we worked it out. We were able to find the pieces and think, oh, I think it's him. Very, very good episode. They've done such a good job of structuring this season with various different things. I wonder if we will see Loretta or Tobit again. If they're in LA, or if it'll kind of just be, oh, we're going to LA now to see them. But regardless, I kind of would like it if they were just going to be love interests that could just be nice love interests for the characters, because they deserve nice things in their lives. Mabel in particular, because she's had such a traumatic time. Now, the big dramatic ending with the bullet to Charles's heart, but obviously it was not Charles, it was his stand-in, whose name I can't even remember, even though she's just died. That is really terrible. Now, obviously, she wanted to tell him something, and she said it was sensitive. That's probably going to be linked, or that's at least going to be something we look into. Then there's going to be the idea of, were they trying to kill Charles, or were they trying to kill her? And then there'll be a lot of other things. Very excited to delve into this going forwards. I have really loved every season of this show. They've been unique in their own way. And I'm excited to see what Mabel does next, what path she takes. Obviously, she doesn't currently live in the building. I do feel like, do either of them have a spare room? Again, she probably wouldn't necessarily want to live with them, but for a short-term fix, I don't know. But I'm excited to see where she goes next. As somebody who is approaching 30 myself and feeling pretty stuck. I mean, I adore reacting, don't get me wrong, but it is not something that is like, it is more of a hobby, not a career that I can live off of. I know what it's like to feel a bit stuck with knowing that everyone around you seems to have it figured out, so I'm excited to see where she goes next in her journey. I love this show, I love these characters. I'm very glad the musical was a success, despite the director becoming the leading man and the strange shouting that went on at various points. Honestly, if you saw it the next night and it just went off without a hitch, you would feel pretty sad that you missed all the fun. Very, very good. Thank you so much for watching.